Welcome to the presentation on enterprise software. We'll be discussing what is enterprise software and what are the benefits of it. Enterprise systems include groupware, project management, enterprise resource planning, customer relationship management, and supply chain management. One of the big benefits is better reporting, so you have real-time information of what's going on inside the business. You have better customer service because you've got better access to customer information. You can respond faster to the customer. There is more chances of on-time delivery and more accurate orders. Enterprise systems provide means to develop business intelligence by turning data into useful reports, and these reports can be used to allocate and reallocate resources and capitalize on new market opportunities, and you can do a lot more. By integrating all of the information in one place, you have less chances of discrepancies and less chances of errors and the associated costs due to those errors. By carrying just as much inventory as needed, you can avoid the common issues. For example, if you've got too much inventory, you're going to be paying a lot more. If you have too little inventory, then the customer might have to wait a lot longer for their things to get done. Cost savings. We have mentioned improved inventory planning. Procurement management can also be improved by managing the suppliers and their information. Better customer service has been mentioned. Improved vendor relationship also, like making sure the vendors get paid on time. Automation allows you to automate repeated business tasks such as payroll, order processing, invoicing, and making reports. Automation also reduces errors and lets employees focus on more value-added tasks. One important thing to know is that some vendors, they have a lot of proprietary methods, and they have also something called vendor lock-in. That means they make the customer dependent on the product. And then in some cases, there have been cases where the vendor has changed the system, and then even if the customer wants to continue using the old system, they say the old one is not supported, so they have to move to the new system, and the new system is not compatible with the old system, so the customer ends up having to pay again to get a new system, and then they have to pay extra just to convert all of their data into the new system. So these are things that should be considered when you're taking or selecting vendors for enterprise systems. Efficiency is important for softwares. So when you're selecting and considering enterprise systems, you should also check the amount of users and the amount of hardware resources and network resources that would be required to support your the size of the application and the size of the number of users and the kinds of transactions you will be having, and that should be considered into the cost of the whole project also. Okay, if the software is efficient, then it does not really require any special kind of resources to support thousands of users and millions of transactions. Whenever you are considering enterprise softwares, you should consider the kinds of hardware, network, and other resources that are required to run and maintain the application at the performance levels that is required for your organization. ROI is the acronym for return on investment. It is one of the most important measures of any project, because if you do not have a positive return on investment for a project, the project is in a way, not a project to be done. There are two types of components in an enterprise system. There are those components that are already developed and available, so the demo is easily available for those components. For any component or part of the system that you are going to have built, obviously you won't be able to get a demo immediately, but you have to have a very good scope of work, and then you have to pay for estimates to make sure you can just to find out the estimated cost of developing a component of the enterprise system itself is a task. So be ready to pay for an estimate for how much it's going to cost to build any kind of required components that you need. And after those estimates are in, and then you have estimates of the benefits of whatever you're putting together, then you can have an idea of what the ROI is. For all the components that do exist, you can get a demo. For all the components that you don't have or that need to be developed, you need to really be very clear in your scope of work. And you have to, this customer has to know exactly what they want. Because trying to get a free estimate might cause the vendor to give a lower estimate, not commit to the to a guaranteed result based on the estimate, and then you would end up having a project which is has major cost overruns and might not deliver exactly what you want. So this is something you have to be careful of. When you're dealing with enterprise systems, the projects are supposed to be treated as large projects, and the scope of work has to be seriously considered, and the scope of work has to be very clear, and the estimates should be paid for by the customer, so that the serious work is done in getting these estimates done, because the ROI calculation is important. Our experience is in developing 24/7 systems. That means systems that are always running 24/7. So when it comes to developing enterprise systems, we by default make reliable and secure systems. The relationship between reliability and security is that if you're running a system all the time, it is going to be secure, because security becomes a part of reliability. If it has any part of insecurity in it, that would cause the reliability to go down. Since the systems we design are designed based on reliability, the security becomes a subset of the reliable design. So in the long, our customers save a lot on security, because during the implementation, most of the security issues are eliminated at the design stage. Now we'll show you some of the features of the enterprise softwares. We'll start off with the ERP features. We have CRM and sales. Inside CRM and sales, we have got prospects, customers, opportunities, proposals, sale orders, contracts, help desk tickets. And then CMS is an acronym for Content Management Server. So you can actually have websites or web pages which are editable by the employees. And then there's the point of sale for selling through a counter. In the finance and billing, there is billing and payments, bank reconciliation, double entry accounting. In productivity, there is projects, tasks, interventions, agenda, which is like calendar. And marketing, we have emailing, surveys. And integration and development, there is API, which is an acronym for Application Programming Interface. That means these are methods where other programmers can access data to and from the enterprise software. Connectivity with external tools, import and export via files, and then module development for builders. That means software development people can create different modules for the enterprise softwares. In the HRM section, we have employees, expense reports, leave requests, timesheets, recruitment, membership. By membership, it means like the users of the system. Product and stock, we have products and services, stocks, purchase approvals, shipments, manufacturing. Now we come to the CRM features. Inside the CRM, there is the sales section, which monitors all the sales and leads and conversions. The marketing side handles the campaigns and automates the marketing tasks. Reports generates reports in real time of what the marketing teams are doing. The dashboard gives important KPIs and shows their values in an easy to follow format, and the important factors are put in one dashboard, so you can see everything on one screen. The CRM also has a 360-degree view of the customers. Using workflows, you can have your processes which the company uses and procedures, and you can convert them into something called a workflow inside the enterprise software. That way the enterprise software follows the process that the company is supposed to use. Activity management is like keeping track of calls, meetings, notes, and calendars, and meeting appointments of different people. Case management is tracking of the issues that have been raised by customers, so that they're tracked all the way until completion or escalated to the next level for solutions. There is a configuration studio available in the CRM area where you can actually customize the layout of all the modules inside the CRM section. Now I will talk about some of the features related to project management. These are the work package types, tracking of projects and sub-projects. There are different modules in the project management system. A Kanban board is a way of tracking tasks. The 4 categories of tasks are new, in progress, closed, and rejected. The Kanban board idea was actually started as a physical board, and there were sticky notes which were in these 4 categories, and people used to physically pick and take a note off and paste it into another area. Now with the project management system that we have, you do not need a physical board. You can actually see the whole, everyone can see the Kanban board from anywhere, and people can edit it also from everywhere. We have time tracking activities, definitions of what is going to be considered as done, overviews, activity details, phases, roadmaps, tracking of tasks, Gantt charts, calendar views, a basic board, tracking of backlogs, a wiki where people can make and edit web pages among themselves, tracking of the percentage completion of different tasks, logging of time so costs can be calculated, notifications and notification settings. What we have shown in this presentation are some of the features of enterprise systems. We shall be making more videos in the future with details on all of these features. If you would like to benefit from these systems, you can contact us to start a discussion, and then we can do a feasibility study. And based on the feasibility study, a project can be implemented. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the presentation. We hope you learned something useful which you can use in your companies. Thank you for your valuable time.